Mum, what do you think you're playing at?
What's it look like? There, look at her. Poor old thing. She's practically on her last legs. So, I know how she feels.
Do you know what time it is?
Yeah, well, I couldn't stay in bed another minute longer. I've been tossing and turning all night.
You should have called me.
There's no point in both of us losing our beauty sleep. Oh, Grant, you don't have to worry. I know what's coming. I'm ready for it.
Peggy, are you okay?
Yeah, of course I am. What do you think?
Oh, very nice. What's that thing supposed to be?
Do you mind? I've had that angel for nearly 25 years. Do you remember bringing her home from school that day? Oh, you're so proud of yourself.
Well, you're a dark horse. I never knew you had artistic talent.
You just wait till your little one gets to school age. You'll be just the same. Right now, breakfast, what do you fancy?
Mum.
I know I can't have any, but I'm still allowed in the kitchen. And I promise you, when I get out of that hospital, I'm going to have the biggest fry-up you've ever seen in your life.
Is she really okay?
No, of course she ain't.
Well, you got around it to her. I'd be falling apart if it was me. I don't know how she does it.
She's a Mitchell. That's how. Right, I've just done the bottling up and I put a couple of barrels on. That should last till I get back.
Okay.
I'll do the tills before I leave.
But don't worry, I'll sort it out.
Yeah, and if there's any trouble...
Look, Grant, there's not going to be any trouble. Why don't you do yourself a favour and forget about the Vic? I know what I'm doing.
Anyway, we can always ring you at your Aunt Sal's.
What?
Yeah, well, we'll ring you anyway, just for peace of mind.
All right. All right. Phil.
Well, this is quite a family gathering. Shame you're not going.
Yeah, well, somebody needs to be in charge, don't they, Grant?
Oh, I don't know. Thought I heard you coming up. Do us a favour, Tiff. I'm trying on these two outfits and I can't make up my mind which one to wear.
Oh, you don't fancy swapping places, do you?
Sorry?
I could do with a couple of days' holiday. Just what the doctor ordered, eh?
So what time do you think you'll be back then?
I'm not sure. The operation's not until 4. I'm gonna hang around and make sure she's okay.
No, look, if you need me, I'll be at Patch for a bit, dropping Ben off, and then I'll be at the cafeteria in the box.
You shouldn't have bothered coming out.
Don't be daft. There you go.
Oh, they're beautiful. Thanks, love.
You just take care now, right?
I will. Bye-bye, sweetheart. See you soon. Honestly, I could just as easily got a taxi.
What send-off? Just for a couple of days at the sisters? Anybody thinks you were never coming back?
This is nice, isn't it? Well, it will be when I get my bits and pieces around me. See if you can find a vase for those flowers, Grant. There's a love.
Peggy, hi.
Fiona. You don't know my sons, Phil, Grant. I told you about Fiona.
Yeah, hi.
Hello?
Morning.
Hello?
And that's my daughter, Samantha. And this is little Ben.
Oh, I've heard all about little Ben. Well, I'd like to get your mum settled straight away.
Yeah, sure.
Mr. Simpkin will want to see her as soon as possible.
He's the surgeon.
Yes, that's right. So if you wouldn't mind waiting a little while?
No, of course.
You can wait in the day room if you like. There's a TV, drinks machine, whatnot. It's just down the corridor.
Look, you got me in one piece. You don't have to hang about any longer.
No, don't be daft. We'll be in the day room then, yeah?
All the same, aren't they? Won't be told.
Peggy, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'll leave you to get changed then.
Give it a rest, will you?
Yeah, I don't believe it.
What is it?
I remember getting one of these one Christmas. Clint, his name was.
Yeah, I remember Clint.
Yeah, I bet you do. You nicked him off me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Then you chucked up all over his combat gear.
Yeah, well, you could hardly blame me. I would give him some poxy teddy bear, didn't I? Mum give me a right ear bashing over that.
Never missed a trick, did she?
She still don't. Even with all this going on, she still wants to be boss. It's enough to drive you around a bend.
It's funny, isn't it? You rely on someone all your life and just take it for granted.
What do you mean?
We never stop and really think what they do for us. I hope she knows. I mean, I've never said anything.
Phil, it's gonna be all right.
Good. Well, I think everything's going to be quite straightforward. I'll keep the incision as tight as I can. Scarring should be minimal. The surrounding tissue is very firm for a woman of your age.
It's not the scarring I'm worried about. It's getting rid of this thing.
We caught this one early. I'd say we've every chance of success.
Peggy, is there anything else you'd like to ask?
I don't know. I don't think so. As long as you've got a steady hand, that's all I ask. I'm sorry, I'm a bit nervous. I expect you're used to that.
Yes, of course. Well, if you're quite happy, all we need now is your consent for the operation. You saw one of these last week.
Oh, yeah.
Just have another look through before you sign. I'm just slightly concerned.
Mr. Simpkin, I'm sorry. Could we just go through one or two things again?
Look, Kathy, I was hoping I'd see you.
Were you?
I need to talk to you.
Look, George, I'm sorry. There's nothing more I can say.
Look, Kathy, please. I've been going over it and over it. Everything she said, I'm going out of my mind here.
I'm not trying to be difficult or anything. I just want to be clear what I'm letting myself in for.
So what exactly is the problem?
Well, for instance, this bit here about additional procedures.
Yes?
Well, that doesn't apply to me for a start.
How do you mean?
Well, we know what we're going to find, don't we? I mean, that's what all the tests were for. That's why I'm here.
Oh, we're as certain as we can be at this stage, but...
But what?
But, as you know, there is a chance, a small chance, that the carcinoma could be more invasive than at present appears.
You mean you cut me open this afternoon, find something nasty in the woodshed, then what?
We talk about it. Decide what further action should be taken.
You mean I have another operation? A mastectomy?
Not necessarily.
Peggy, the prognosis hasn't changed. After today's operation and a course of radiotherapy, there's every chance further treatment won't be necessary.
What do you mean, every chance? You keep saying these things to me. You think this, or as far as you can tell that. I mean, you're the experts. Can't you give me any straight answers?
Mrs. Mitchell,
Look, I'm putting myself in your hands. And what I need to know is, when I wake up, is that going to be it? No more cancer?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Mitchell. That's the trouble with cancer. We can only do our best. We can't guarantee a thing.
In that case, I'm wasting everyone's time. Yours and mine. I'm sorry, but whatever my chances are, I think I'm better off at home.
I can't leave it, Kathy. I can't just walk away, pretend Peggy never happened. You can understand that.
Well, yeah.
Look, you've got no reason to do me any favours, but talk to her for me.
What?
I've got to get through to her. I've got to find out what it is I've done.
Look, I can't.
Kathy, I'm begging you.
I'm sorry, George. There's nothing I can do. She's not even here for a start. She's going away for a few days to her sister's.
Oh, I see.
George, even if she was here, I've got no idea what's going on in Peggy's head, and she wouldn't tell me anyway. All the Mitchells are the same.
How do you mean?
Well, they have to sort things out for themselves. The bigger the problem, then the closer they keep it. It's almost like it's a weakness to tell anyone, let alone ask for help.
I know. It's a tough one, isn't it? This whole family thing. Closing ranks, shutting you out. I thought we were so close, Peggy and me. There was always something. I could never quite reach her. How'd you learn to deal with it?
Sorry?
Well, you must have found a way. I mean, you're married to Phil. You can't still be on the outside looking in.
Look, I'm sorry. I'd like to help, but there's nothing I can do, all right?
Oh, well, I'm sorry too. I thought maybe... My mistake. You know something, Kathy? You're more of a Mitchell than I thought you were.
George. Look, this is probably more than my life's worth.
I can't believe it. She was fine this morning, all right, she was nervous, but it wouldn't be, but she was ready for anything.
I'm sorry, I don't fully understand it myself. All I know is she's very frightened.
Why? What's that? Is it worse than your fault?
Oh, no, nothing like that. Look, sit down. Can I try and explain something? It's only a few weeks since Peggy was first diagnosed. She's had to absorb a great deal of information, make major decisions in a very short space of time. It's no wonder there's a certain amount she hasn't understood.
What are you trying to say? She's thick or something?
I'm simply saying it's inevitable she's forgotten some of it. She's a woman used to making her own decisions, being in charge. I think she feels out of control.
So what happens now?
We can't force her to go through with the operation.
I mean, if she doesn't.
There are other cancer treatments. She can still have those if she's agreeable.
But
But without the surgery, in our opinion, she'd be taking a very significant risk.
I'm sorry. I've had it up to here with the doctors, consultants, radiographers. They've all been poking and prodding, telling me what's wrong.
Mum.
They haven't got a clue.
of course they have. That's why you're here.
No, they haven't. They're just hoping for the best, that's all.
Mum, listen.
No, you listen to me. This is my body, and no one's gonna touch it. Not unless they can guarantee they're getting rid of that cancer once and for all. Now, go on, off you go. You can wait in the day room while I'm getting changed.
Well, I'll take that. Well, it's no use to you, is it?
Sorry?
Well, what are you going to do with it? Keep it by your bedside and cry over it every night? Because you might not see it tomorrow morning. Phil. Well, what am I supposed to say to Ben when he's being a pain, eh? Shut up a minute, your grandmother's dying.
Nice try, Phil. I know what you're saying, but I'm not going to be blackmailed. I'm sorry, love, if it's hard on you all, but I've got to do this my way.
That was a bit strong, wasn't it? I never stopped to think. I just knew I had to do something. Oh, pity it didn't work. You got some front on you?
Oh, I don't want to upset her. I won't even see her if she doesn't want to. I just want to know she's all right.
She's fine, and she'd be even better if you stay out of her life.
That's for Peggy to decide.
She already did decide, didn't you get the message?
What's going on?
Peggy.
It's all right, Mum, he's on his way, or do you want some help?
I'll deal with this, Grant. Go on, I'll see you in a minute. I'm afraid you've had a wasted journey.
What?
There's no operation, no panic. I'm going home, George. George, I've got cancer.
Yes, I know.
I don't want sympathy. I don't want help. It's hard enough dealing with my own family, stopping them falling apart. The last thing I need is to prop you up as well.
I see, so it's up to you to decide what I can or can't take. I don't get a look in.
George, can't you see what I was faced with? You've been there before. Watching someone die, slowly, painfully. I couldn't put you through that again.
You could do it another way, though. Same amount of pain, just a bit quicker.
What?
How long do you think I'd take to get over this? A couple of weeks? Month, maybe?
George.
Yeah, what do you really think of me? I'm just in this for a bit of fun. As soon as something serious happens, I'm going to crack up.
This isn't just serious. This is final. I'm dying, George.
Well, aren't we all? Listen, I'll tell you something about Alison. Yes, it was terrible. 3 years watching her die. I was so angry. Not with her. The doctors, the world. Knowing all along I was going to lose her. Do you know something? I find it difficult to be honest with her before she was ill. Don't know why. Terrified of letting her in, I suppose. Taking me over. By the time she died, there was nothing I wouldn't have told her. We were that close.
Wish I'd known you then.
Well, when Allie was alive, I don't think she'd have been too happy about it.
No, before. When we were young. Oh, we could have had such good times.
We still can.
It's too late.
Peggy.
Oh, right, I can have this operation. I can do the positive thinking, have all the treatments. I could be clear for months, years even. Doesn't matter what I do. It's gonna get me in the end. It's like a nightmare, and you never wake up.
I tell you a worse nightmare. Standing by, watching you giving in.
I'm not giving in. I'm facing facts, accepting them.
You're not. You're shutting them out, Peggy. Running away. Oh, Peggy.
I'm so frightened, George. I'm terrified.
Of course you are. So am I.
Listen. It's not easy to say this, but, well, if you hadn't turned up today and if we'd taken Mum home, well, I'd say we owe you one. But I don't mean we've forgotten what you did or what you put Mum through.
So if you think you can use this to get back with her...
I don't believe I'm hearing this. Mate, your mother's about to undergo major surgery. It's about time you got your priorities right.
She'd like to see you before she goes in.
Thanks. Go on.
Tell me somewhere where you've never been before.
Eh?
Go on.
Blackpool Tower.
No, somewhere really exotic.
Blackpool Tower?
If you insist, I'm taking you there in the new year, when I'm better.
Are you okay?
No, I'm still terrified.
Peggy,
Hello.
it's time.
Oh, look, she's awake.
Excuse me.
George,
It's all right. I'm still here.
mind you keep it that way.